But did you feel obligated as the only black person in there that, you know what I'm saying, you had to say something in that moment to protect the brand?
I felt not to protect TMZ, I was protecting Van Lathan. I'm from Baton Rouge. I'm the descendant of slaves. My father is buried right now at Ventures Family Cemetery in Maringouin, Louisiana, right? If I stand where my father's buried right now in the cemetery and I walk to the back, by the time I get to the back of the cemetery, it's slaves. You can trace my history, my family history, generationally, like by walking 20, 30, 40 feet. It starts with my pops, his line, my big mama, my big papa. Then you go back. By the time you get back there, you see born, 18, 17, died, whatever. There's slaves back there. So the people that raised me, they might be a little bit different than the people that raised everybody else. The people that raised me taught me respect for my ancestors, respect for their sacrifice, respect for what they had to go through, respect for the lives that got stolen for them so we could be up here in podcasting and stuff like that. And a nigga ain't made no beat dope enough to say that in front of me and me not to say something back. And when I did it with love because I loved Kanye West then. His music meant a lot to me. I wasn't trying to shine on him. I was just trying to let him know you can't leave us out there like that.
Well, he still like kind of shined a light on you. Did you? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever thanked anybody over there in this camp? Because after that, you've definitely it's been real lucrative for you.
I talked to him about it.
Yeah.
So after that happened, you know, the album came out a little bit later on, and when the album came out, after a while, there were people that were like, "You and Kanye should talk." So I hit him, and we had a long conversation. And it was a good conversation. Like, he told me, look, he said straight up. Now, it is funny because he sent this long email, and I still have the email. I still have all of the times that we talked. But he sent this long email, and in the middle of the email, he just started talking about Drake. had nothing to do with nothing we was talking about.
How much you
talking about?
It was bothering him back then.
In the middle of the email, he just brought up Drake out of nowhere.
Even after that, he still did like a bunch of shit, wild shit. Like, do you believe the whole psychology shit where like he's not in his right mind? Do you believe all that, or do you feel like that's like an exit out on what he's really believing and is standing on? Because obviously he said that before you preached about what you said, and I remember he was like, "Nah, are you mad at me? Don't hurt me." And you were just talking, right? You were expressing how you were feeling, and after that, yeah, he had a conversation with you on TMZ, but he still went out and said wild shit and still say what he believed in. Do you feel like the whole psychology shit is just kind of trying to save face? Or do you think he really stands on what he believes on?
Well, I mean,
with like the Hitler comments and stuff like that.
Let him ask you a question.
I got multiple questions. Bitch, you the only one asking questions. Shut up. Damn, bro.
Nigga trying to answer that.
Bitch, you're trying to be A-Mike all the fucking time. Shut the fuck up. Damn.
Well,
fuck off your knees.
Do you remember what I said a second ago? I said at a certain level of power and influence, it doesn't matter. At a certain level of power and influence, it really doesn't matter what you're attempting to do or what state of mind that you're in. The only thing that matters is how your words and your actions can affect people, and whether or not you feel a responsibility to that type of platform. So Kanye West is such a gigantic star.
Yeah.
He's such a huge star. He's such a big star. Like, remember when Dave Chappelle was talking about President Clinton, and he's like, I never thought about somebody that was as famous as a president, to where somebody could suck his dick and then they're famous.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like Kanye West makes other celebrities just by having conversations with them.
Yeah.
Like Kanye made me notable just from an interaction. That's how famous he is. And somebody with that degree of fame, it doesn't matter at a certain point whether or not what state of mind that he's in or what he's trying to say or whatever. It just matters the effect that he's having on people.
So who said sorry and who said thank you first?
Sorry for what?